Hello, everyone. I have a question for you. Do you know what general data protection regulation is? New privacy law per the European Union. Um, in the UK particularly, it's really popular. It's a thing, yeah. It's like during Y2K, year 2000, all computers are supposed to go back to 1900, and so it's like the computer is supposed to go back to 1900. That means all the computers in the world are going to start working at the same time because the computer's going to go back to 000, and then they're going to forget what date it was or who's on whose date, who, and nobody would pay for the check or something. Well, it was a non-starter. I mean, there weren't any great fallouts from it. There was computers that did suffer from it. It wasn't mine because I don't have a computer in the year 2000. Barely knew what a computer was. I took some classes in like the eighth and ninth grade, but I went from being in the slow class to the fast class in the same year of school. These people, yes, that teach your kids have no idea. Well, anyway, um, see, the fear is that collecting, handling information could be kind of iffy. I mean, see, when GDPR comes, um, it's gonna be like 2 years old, 2 years out did it happen. Okay. See, it used to be 28 member states in the EU. Then the UK had left, which does make 27 because there's some that decided to not be a part of it. Yeah. And they might not be part of them making decisions with it. And across the EU, see, they had like some agreements they made in around 1995. And see, that was American legislation to keep Wall Street from breaking the rules, going on the boundaries. But see, it's very complex. Like Dodd Frank in 1995, GDPR is kind of like it's going to be complicated. Like it's going to be complicated data rules, and someone's going to have to just plug in and just deal with it because it's going to be the law of the land. The questions are like who should be able to regulate it and determine its use, determine why or how GDPR is used and how it's put out towards the world as it goes public as a law of the 28 member states in the European Union, 27 minus UK, of course, minus UK, of course. Sorry. Okay, so look, it's really important stuff because it's like it's a human right for us to know about our privacy, the level of privacy that we're going to have, the level of discretion that our personal information is going to be disseminated to others, and to find out that the negotiations being made for our the private photos and employment information, physical characteristics, medical history, family photos, and such like that. It's just personal, right? We don't want it out for some perv like a police officer or something like that could look at our photos and determine a certain type of activity that we're getting up to online or offline. Yeah, you got a dot web fan. You go on a dot web, you get what you deserve. All right, you get what you deserve. Okay, so look, we just waive privacy, let a personal data be used. Yeah, by these GDPR stuff. Is that what you want to do? You want to just be out there? I mean, there's got to be something that to make sure that is the service is improved, so we know where our data is, how we can use it, and not dictate to us how it should be used. Yeah, we need a type of portability. We need portability, and there needs to be like severe punishments if these things are violated. There needs to be a sort of check against it. Um, see, a lot of legislation could keep the data from being shared so fast. I mean, eventually it will happen, but the data would be slowed, and maybe we could try to police our own data and be careful what we put online, not put certain photos that are compromised to us online, and information, like our children's pictures and pictures of us at office parties, uh, talking about our bosses, about their bald spots and such, about they wear way too much makeup, their lips too big. Only when they get drunk and hungover come to work, like we don't know who you are, Ricky. Ricky, we know you're drunk and coming to work like that. You're a terrible boss. No, I mean, you're a good boss, but you're a terrible host. How's that? You're a terrible host, mate. You're terrible. Come home, mate, please. Um, Ricky also wears some spandex and polka dot pants that are just reprehensible. Let me say. Okay, so look, e-privacy regulations need to be included in online services. So we need some accountability. We want some security, and it's kind of controversial that we have to go through this GDPR stuff. Um, and we're going to try and have a very dated approach to like how to procure data, how to keep it within our own use, and not have it spread on willy nilly on the internet. People will see our photo pictures and such, and all our things that we want to be out there. See, instead of passing on data, instead of mining data, instead of stealing our memories and our carbon footprints, bloody, our let's say our internet histories. Yeah, there should be like a check on the system to make sure that they don't gobble up our information too fast or give information we don't want out too sporadically. It needs to be control, yeah, control, please. So GDPR, in effect, this general data protection regulation remains to be seen as to how it will truly affect our lives. Thank you and good night. Thank you and good night.